Good afternoon. I'd like to call this meeting to order, the meeting of Daviess County Fiscal Court. Today is January 8, 2026. And anybody watching later will notice, or will not know, but we're having a noon meeting today. So Commissioner Casson, if you would open with the prayer and the pledge, please.
Sure, Judge. Thank you. Please stand if you're able to pray with me. As we come here today, we'll begin our meeting with a simple prayer from Mother Teresa. Sweetest Lord, make me appreciative of the dignity of my high vocation and its many responsibilities. Never permit me to disgrace it by giving way to coldness, unkindness, or impatience. In your name we pray. Amen. If you'll face the flag with me. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Ready. 1, consideration for approval. A, minutes of December 18th, 2025, Daviess County Fiscal Court meeting.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. We've all had the minutes for a few days to review. Are there any corrections, additions, or deletions? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
B, all claims for all departments.
Motion to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second, and these are all the bills due and payable by Daviess County Fiscal Court. Does any member, let me try again. Does any member of the court have a question for our treasurer? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
C, annual authorization allowing the judge executive to execute and submit any and all court-approved documents.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, Judge. Anytime the court approves an item, this authorization would allow the judge executive to sign and submit any and all documents that stem from that item, as long as the court's approval is not modified. This item is an annual approval and acknowledgement that is simply for efficiency of conducting county business and only grants the judge executive the authority to sign documents that fulfill the original intent of a court-approved item. I would recommend approval.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Any questions or comments from the court? No. Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
D, contract with the Green River Area Development District for administrative services for the Stanley Park lighting project.
Motion to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second, Mr. Johnson.
This is the agreement for GRAD to administer the Land and Water Conservation Fund, or LWCF grant, for the Stanley Park lighting project and submit required reporting and documentation to the Department for Local Government on our behalf. The LWCF award and agreement was approved in fiscal court session September 18th of 25. This administrative services agreement is standard. The proposed fee is $2,500, which would be offset by grant proceeds. Legal and I have reviewed it and see no issues.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Any questions or comments from the court?
No.
Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
E, playground lease agreement with Board of Education of Daviess County, Kentucky.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, Mr. Johnson.
Yes, Judge. Items E through H on the agenda serve a shared purpose. Daviess County Fiscal Court signs an annual lease with the Daviess County Public Schools for the use of baseball, softball, and football fields at Burns Elementary, Country Heights Elementary, Sorgo Elementary, Southern Oaks Elementary, College View Middle School, Burns Middle School, Daviess County Middle School, Apollo High School, and Daviess County High School. This lease grants the Daviess County Playground Association and Kids Football League rights of use for practices and games for their independent leagues. Daviess County Fiscal Court also leases ball fields at Stanley Park and the parcel in Whitesville to the Playground Associations. Lastly, we lease space from the Diocese of Owensboro for Knoxville Playground Association. These are the annual leases for the use of these properties by the Daviess County Playground Association and Kids Football League. The leases are standard with no significant changes from prior years outside of contacts and titles, and legal nor I see any issues.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Any questions or comments from the court? Commissioner Conner.
Thank you, Judge. You know, the Parks Committee, which I chair and Commissioner Caslen is vice chair of, the lease agreements, especially with the playground associations, is part of our discussions that is ongoing. basically to really look into the history of why fiscal court is involved with the playgrounds themselves, that is, especially the ones that are owned by the school system, but not by fiscal court. And is fiscal court in between there? What's our purpose? What's our reason why we are? So I believe that Jordan Johnson, our treasurer, is trying to do a little research here to figure out what is the best path for us to move forward with the lease agreements that we have, and allowing some of these playground associations to really expand and do better on their own, if that is possible. So hopefully that is the case, and maybe in time that can be addressed not only by the Parks Committee, but also by the court, to be able to really find out, does fiscal court need to be involved in these lease agreements? Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Commissioner. Any other commissioners have any comments or questions? Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
F, playground lease agreement with the Diocese of Owensboro.
Motion to approve? Second.
Got a motion and a second, Mr. Johnson?
Same as the prior narrative, Judge. This is with the Diocese of Owensboro for Knoxville.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the court? Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
G, playground lease agreement with Stanley Playground Association.
Motion. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Mr. Johnson, anything on this one, or?
Just that it's with the Stanley Playground Association for the parcel owned by the county in Stanley.
Thank you. Any questions or comments from the court? Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
H, playground lease agreement with Whitesville Playground Association.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Did tell the last one?
Same thing.
All right, thank you. Any questions or comments from the court? Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
I, concessions contract with Owensboro-Daviess County Babe Ruth League.
Motion to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Mr. Johnson?
This contract is between Davis County Fiscal Court and the Owensboro-Daviess County Babe Ruth League, allowing the league to operate both concession stands at Panther Creek Park between March 1 and November 1 of any contract year. During the course of operations, a vendor utility fee of $15 per day per concession stand will be paid to Davis County Fiscal Court if the concession stand is open for at least 1 hour. The concessions contractors shall meet all current health department standards, and the contract for 2026 is standard with no significant changes from prior years outside of contacts and titles. Legal and I have reviewed it, and we see no issues.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Commissioner Connor?
Thank you, Judge. I see that Joe Paul Bickett is here in the audience. I know that we have discussed in detail the concession stands at Panther Creek Park in particular, 2 of them, and they need a significant maintenance, renovation, remodel, new flooring, just different things that need to be done. So hopefully that as the Babe Ruth League does participate, they actually can see the concession stands looking well, and actually even the exit signs, all of that is taken care of. So hopefully that can be done with before the season starts. If not, we'll hopefully get it tried to taken care of within the next 6 months. So just want to make sure the public understands we are attempting to take care of those 2 concession stands at Panther Creek.
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. Anyone else from the court? Anyone from the public wish to speak to this item? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
J, funding request from Riverpark Center Incorporated.
Motion to approve. Second.
Got a motion and a second. Mr. Johnson?
The Riverpark Center is projecting a $300,000 shortfall for fiscal year 25-26, with a similar size shortfall likely for subsequent years as Oakview Group, or OVG, attempts to complete their profile of what entertainment is most successful in this area. As more data is introduced with what shows resonate with the region, presumably that will mitigate the annual shortfall going forward. As we've discussed, deficits are not uncommon for entertainment venues such as the Riverpark Center, as they are not inherently structured to be entirely self-sustaining. Per the Riverpark Center's research, they state that their peers offset such shortfalls with investment results from sizable endowments. The Riverpark Center made a request to the city of Owensboro and Davis County to fund the shortfall on September 30th of 25. After conferring with city management and the county commission on the options available, This item's approval would be for the county to cover the shortfall in its entirety in light of A, the city's historical contribution to the entity, B, the fact that it would not disrupt currently budgeted funding and grants, and C, the fact it would not largely affect the county's financial position or ability to fund future needs. If approved, once the tourist tax reserve accumulates sufficient funds, I will distribute the $300,000 allocation from unencumbered transient room tax reserves to the Riverpark Center accordingly. I will note for the public's benefit that this funding is from the transient room tax reserve, which comes from the 2% tax levied on the rent of rooms and lodgings, a tax that primarily applies to transients and not entirely on citizens. These funds are restricted and can only be distributed to performing arts centers in Davis County, Kentucky. No general fund dollars will be utilized if approved.
Thank you, Mr. Johnson. Any questions or comments from the court? Commissioner Marksberry.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge. Jordan, we've talked about this quite a bit in the last few days, about the transient room tax that helps to fund this. And I just wanted to say that it's not just the visitors that come to Owensboro that pay this tax. We have a lot of private entrepreneurs that have Airbnbs, Verbos, and things of that matter, and they are paying money into this as well. This comes out of their bottom line. So it does affect their profit margin. So they are tax-paying citizens here that are putting money into the funds. And I just wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. Also, I did attend a meeting at the Riverpark Center when they asked for this money to be given by the fiscal court. And we did talk about how a lot of the performing arts centers are struggling across the nation. It's not just here, it's an ongoing thing. And hopefully with the programming that I know they're working on, trying to get more people to be involved and want to come and visit and enjoy the shows there, that maybe we won't have to fund a shortfall next year. So I just wanted to say that, you know, that's one of the reasons we're trying to help them right now, is just to get over the hump, so to speak. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. I'm reluctant to respond to the first part of your statement, but I thought that I thought when we changed our local ordinance to mirror state law, that room tax is still paid by those who stay in the room. Isn't that correct, Mr. Johnson?
That is correct. Airbnb and Verbo and other institutions like that are actually engaged in lawsuits with various states. They are not remitting the tax directly, so there has been an enormous curve with those who actually own the residences that they're renting out, where they have had to pay it from their proceeds.
I see. So until that lawsuit's resolved, that Commissioner Marksberry's comments are correct. Okay, thank you. I see a couple folks from the Riverpark Center here. Do y'all have any interest in speaking? If not, that's fine. Okay. I do want to echo Commissioner Marksberry. I got a call some time ago. It might be this September 30 date that's on this paper, that they would like a meeting with me and one commissioner, and for the benefit of the other two that were not invited, Commissioner Marksberry was invited to attend with me, and that's when this ask was made. We reviewed and we had some very direct conversation, and I believe this is the right thing to do, and appreciate the support of the court. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
K, accept professional services proposal of Sky Engineering for electrical design services for detention center boiler replacement.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. Ms. Sturgeon.
This proposal in the amount of $8,000 will provide the court with a design for boiler replacement in Building 3 of the Davis County Detention Center and construction drawings with specifications to begin the bid process. The two boilers service the kitchen at the detention center and have been in place for 25+ years. Currently, only one boiler is operable. In addition to the boiler replacement, there are other issues in the boiler room that will be addressed with this project, such as an exhaust fan issues, to remove excess heat in the room, mixing valves that need replacement, and fire-rated ceiling repairs. Sky Engineering is a known vendor, and the service fee is within reasonable range per project manager Bickett. I would recommend approval.
Thank you, Ms. Sturgeon. Any questions or comments from the court? Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
L, accept professional services proposal of Sky Engineering for electrical design and services for East Station HVAC replacement.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Got a motion and a second, Ms. Sturgeon.
This proposal in the amount of $6,920 will provide the court with a design for HVAC repairs at the East Davis County Fire Station and construction drawings with specifications to begin the bid process. During the past several summers, during oppressive heat and humidity, the fire station has had interior humidity issues which need to be addressed for health and safety concerns. The attached proposal was to address these issues, which will include additional cooling, adding dehumidification to the existing HVAC system and insulation. Again, Sky Engineering is a known vendor, and the service fee is within reasonable range per project manager bid kit. I would recommend approval.
Thank you, Ms. Sturgeon. Any questions or comments from the court?
No.
Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
M, change order 1 for bid number 2526-06, transfer station CD&D concrete pad.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Got a motion and a second, Ms. Sturgeon.
This change order covers equipment, labor, and materials to remediate poor soil conditions for the footers at the CD&D pad in the amount of $13,050. Special inspections found that the existing soil did not meet compaction specifications. Additional work was needed to undercut the foundation. The contractor has installed geofabric stone and compacted the material to satisfactory compaction levels for the new footers. Additionally, there is a deduction in the amount of $1,650 due to the reduction of concrete needed to stair-step the footers, which the design engineer has approved. This brings the total of this change order to $11,400. I would recommend approval.
Thank you, Ms. Sturgeon. Any questions or comments from the court?
No.
Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
N, reject the following bids. Bid number 2526-36, one new front-end loader. Bid number 2526-37, one new wheeled excavator. Bid number 2526-38, one used roll-off truck. And bid number 2526-40, one used 3/4 ton pickup truck.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second, Ms. Sturgeon.
Upon review by the Davis County Solid Waste Department, items, prices, and/or exceptions were outside the range Solid Waste Management deems acceptable. We will issue new bid documents in hopes of more competitive pricing and acceptable submissions.
Thank you, Ms. Sturgeon. Any questions or comments from the court? No. Any questions or comments from the public? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Appoint Keith Herm to the Davis County Water District Board effective January 8th of 26 through January 7th of 2030.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. I want to thank Mr. Herm for agreeing to serve. If you all recall, this was item Q, I think, on the last agenda, and he asked us to postpone it one meeting. He replaces Mr. Hugh Biddle. I want to thank Hugh for his service to our community, and all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
P, appoint Angela Withers to the Davis County Water District Board effective January 8th of 2026 through January 7th of 2030.
Motion to, oh, sorry.
I'll second.
Okay.
We got a motion and a second. I want to thank Ms. Withers for her willingness to serve in this capacity. I also want to thank Mr. Kegel for his serving 4 terms. That's a long time to serve our community. Thank you. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Q, promote Christopher Taylor to Building and Grounds Technician effective January 4th, 2026.
Motion to approve?
Second.
Got a motion and a second. I want to congratulate Mr. Taylor on his promotion. Anyone else? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
2, consideration for discussion. A, other business to be brought before the Davis County Fiscal Court. There is none that I'm aware of.
Thank you.
B, public comments.
This is a part of our meeting where we invite the public to come to the podium, state your name and address for the record, and speak to any item other than those that have been covered on the agenda. Do we have any takers today?
C, comments by Davis County Fiscal Court.
Commissioner Marksberry.
Thank you, Judge. Recently, we got to attend the Sheriff's Annual Recognition Awards, And it was a wonderful, inspiring evening, and I'm so proud of the men and women that serve the Davis County Sheriff's Department. And I would like to invite Sheriff Youngman, if you'd like to just come up and just give us a brief description of what happened that night and what we had to celebrate, please.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity. Yes, thank you all very much for attending our awards banquet. Like I said, it's my favorite night of the year, and I think you said that it might be your favorite night of the year too. I don't want to take too much, but it is a good night. Law enforcement's a very challenging thing for every police department and sheriff's office in the country. And for us to be able to come together one night a year and talk about the things that we did, like I said in my remarks, even the awards we're handing out, oftentimes we have to stop and remember that that might have been the worst day of that person's life. Certainly a bad day, but if not the worst. But we're able to come together and celebrate the things that we do to make a positive impact in the community. It seems like it goes a long time every year, and I try to keep it under 2 hours, but we're usually there about 2.5. And Captain Harper told me the other night not to worry about it. He said it's only one night of the year, so we don't worry too much about that. But I appreciate your all's support and your all's being there. It was very special to have Dustin, Laura's family there, and Dustin, who very, there's no other way to say it. He's alive today because of the actions of one of our deputies at the scene of his motorcycle wreck where he was struck by a drunk driver. So for him to be there to present that award himself to the person who worked so hard to save his life was just all the more special. So thank you for all of your all support and the kind words and for being there with us their night to celebrate.
Thank you for all you do. That's all I have, Judge.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Caslen.
I have nothing to add today, Judge. Thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Condor.
Interest of agency that I've been told, like Christmas at Panther Creek, ladies out there, that time, and then the only thing, tomorrow, 4 o'clock, deadline, individuals who wish to or like announce that today to say anybody who does that, puts their name out there, who wishes to accept slings and arrows public is meant. It comes at you and it will come at you hard. But if you wish to, join us. All afternoon is deadline at 4 o'clock. It's your right. Very much.
Thank you, Commissioner. That's a very warm invitation. I just have a couple things. Cash for Trash, I want to continue thanking those who participated in that program. Apostolic Light Church, also the GRADSA, Green River Area Down Syndrome Association, and the Knoxville Lions Club. They collected together 640 pounds of trash, and I want to thank them for their efforts. Kentucky Department of Veteran Affairs is having a Commonwealth of Kentucky virtual job fair on Wednesday, January 21, 2026, from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. And Jordan, can we put the link on our website, or is that something we might be able to do? Okay, so the link to that will be on our website. Also, I wanted to just give a brief update on Panther Creek, the Christmas at Panther Creek. We took in just under $25,000 total this year, which is off about $2,500 from the prior year. Each agency will receive just under $2,500. Total vehicle count this year was 4,956. And the checks will be distributed to the participating entities at our next fiscal court meeting. I just want to mention too, most of us up here know our neighboring judge executives, so just want to express our condolences to Judge Chick Roberts from Hancock County. His father passed away on January 6th, and would ask you to keep him in your prayers. So, what's that? Yes, I'll let you speak to her if you want.
Sure. Just in regards to what the judge just said about people passing away, we just recently had a servant leader who did pass away from our community, and that was Debbie Nunley, a realtor that probably Commissioner Marksberry actually knew. And it was fairly sudden, her death coming, but she was very active in this community, not only for the city, but statewide, and she advocated for, pushed for this community in a time when it was necessary and needed, and represented with dignity and with grace. Her funeral will be, I believe, this weekend, and I wanted everyone to understand when people give like she did, that we should recognize and praise them. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Commissioner. And I wanted to close just by saying this morning, Nate Pagan at the State of the City address at the Rooster Booster did the city's presentation because Mayor Watson was unavailable. He said he did taken a tumble and injured himself, and just want to pray for speedy recovery for our mayor. So, anything else, Brett? Without further business, this meeting is adjourned.